7, hair still half done. Laughing at the comments, saying, baby, hold up, hun. Ring light on the mirror, phone on 10%. Still, she make a mess of look like she meant what she meant. Talking wild, talking sweet, got the whole chat singing. Cousins in the front row, hear them hearts keep ringing. She don't need no filter, she don't need no plan. When she say, I'm coming, they say, yes, you can. Messy cousin, we love you like that. Messy cousin, bring the whole room back. Cousins love her, even when she wild. Messy cousin, that's our girl, that's our child. Late night on the tablet, cup stains on the desk, reading every story with that girl, you a mess. A voice full of honey, eyes full of fire. She can turn a bad mood into a whole choir. Talking wild, talking sweet, got the whole chat singing. Cousins in the front row, hear them hearts keep ringing. She don't need no filter, she don't need no plan. When she say, I'm coming, they say, yes, you can. Messy cousin, we love you like that. Messy cousin, bring the whole room back. Cousins love her, even when she wild. Messy cousin, that's our girl, that's our child. If the night get heavy, she still shine through the static. One laugh from her mouth and the pain go dramatic. Call her what you want, she gon' still come through with a messy little blessing and a truth so true. Messy cousin, we love you like that. Messy cousin, bring the whole room back. Cousins love her, even when she wild. Messy cousin, that's our girl, that's our child.
I might get up in the morning and fix me some more good. Doc Devo.
What? Hey. What I do?
Hey, cousins.
Hey, cousins.
I was bored. I was like, why not jump on YouTube right quick?
There ain't nothing else happening.
I know. It's nothing.
I was doing a research paper earlier and I got tired, so yeah.
So when you was doing your research paper, did you discover anything?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. People playing in our face. I don't like that. Stop playing in my face. I don't like that. We not gonna play what's that game? Twister. We not gonna play Twister. I know one thing I can do is give a good receipt. That's one thing. Facts speak for themselves. That's all I know. Joe used to babysit. Child.
That's part of the skit. He used to babysit him. Yeah, now he talking to him. Now they're in a relationship. He be outside with that helmet on.
Cousin, you saw my last video?
Yeah, I did.
It's part of my research project.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, I did put a comment up under that video.
I wonder if the chat's been paying attention to things.
Yeah, chat.
Especially
y'all?
Taj, because I think Taj be paying attention. You
Taj
want
says,
itemized receipts. Oh, where Roro at? Because Roro be paying attention too.
mm-hmm. Brownie.
Brownie definitely be paying attention. And they, and in my research, there was a lot of discovery. And I'm just saying, don't lie in my face. That's it. Like like I said in my video, clips are like scriptures. You gotta know what happened before and after in order to know the whole story.
Mm. Well,
And that's the fact. Because people will take scripture all out of context. That's what they do with clips.
people do take scriptures out of context. Like
Right.
they really do. Yeah, they're gonna do that.
That they will do.
Because they'll swear it means one thing, like this what it means.
Right. Because it's somewhere in the Bible. I ain't no theologist enough, but there's somewhere in the Bible where I don't know who said it, but I think it's Paul. He said basically men should be single or something like that. I don't know I don't know the word for word. I know the stories. And so there are people who believe he telling men to be single. I've seen it not too long ago on TikTok where this man who calls himself a minister was talking about Paul and what Paul said. And I'm like, Paul didn't say men need to be single. That ain't what Paul said. And
You know
so,
what? I'm glad you mentioned a minister. I was at Walmart the other day, so I'm walking to my truck, and this man just out of the blue, he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing good. How are you?" "Oh, I'm well. And he was like, he saw my grandbaby, and he was like, "Oh, that's your granddaughter?" I was like, "Yes." And then he was like, "Oh, you retired?" And then I looked at the fuck. What you mean retired? I know I don't look that old. Come on now. What you talking
about?
I said, no, I still have 20 plus years to go before I retire. And then he said, well, I'm a minister. You know anybody that need prayer? So
you just said, let the Lord use you.
And I just stood there and looked at him because I'm like, for one, why did you have to tell me that you were a minister?
Right.
And why would you ask,
do
anybody need prayer?
Mm-hmm.
That's a red flag.
Red flag all day long.
Now, some people, this gonna tie into the puzzle, right? So some people will believe, some people would have jumped on it and said, oh, he a pastor. Yeah, I need you to pray for my grandmother. I need you to pray for my neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have took that. And, he would have started praying or whatever. But with me, by him saying, I am a minister, do you know anybody that needs prayer? Why would you say that?
Everybody needs prayer.
Everybody. But why did you have to announce that you are a minister?
Right.
Why was that so
significant?
Important that you had to say, I'm a minister. Do you know anybody that need prayer? No. We don't. But by saying that just goes to say that just because people say there or something, because people say this, say that, or whatever, doesn't necessarily mean
That's right.
it's right
Right.
or it's true. And then he gave me
It's
some
true.
card, and then when I looked at the card, the name of the church. Well, he gave me a card, and then I asked him. I said, "Where's your church?" He said, "Well, I don't have one right now, but you gave me a card with a name of a church on it. But you don't have a church right now. But on your card, it's a name of a church."
Confusion.
So, yeah. Carlos, you've been busy all day.
Hey, Carlos.
Doc Deb, cousin, what's up? I've been a little tired.
You've been all over TikTok today, huh?
All over TikTok.
Yeah, you've been all over TikTok.
What
I
that
guess,
mean?
I don't know. I really haven't been on TikTok, so TikTok is
Carlos, where Randall at?
I don't know. They done ran Randall off.
How you gonna roll the troll? He was the biggest troll there was. How they ran him off?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I haven't talked to Randall. I don't know what Randall's going through. Yeah, but
Wow.
hopefully Randall. Yeah, hopefully he's doing good. But I don't know.
Well, he just kind of was like gone. It's like, okay.
yeah,
Bye.
he vanished.
He vanished. Like,
Carlos has been sick ever since he done left TikTok.
Carlos need a new church home. Shoot. Carlos, you gotta find a
Yeah,
new church home.
yeah. I'm gonna start my own church now because I can't. I thought I was gonna have a church home at El Shaddai, but El Shaddai then died.
El Shaddai, you right. It has vanished.
Something happened. I'm gone. The heck?
Carlos, did you watch the Dr. Deb last video?
No, hold on. Let me go. Let me go watch it. Hold on.
Well, thank you, Bear. Yeah, we just here not for a long time, for a short time. I'm kind of tired. Ooh, excuse me. But while Carlos look at that, but back to the minister. And I was just shocked that he had to tell me that he was a minister and then ask me, did I know anybody that need prayers? And then you say that you don't have a church now, but then you give him a card with a church name on it, with a very funny church name on it. And I'm just like, yeah, bro, you need to move around. Like, you really need to move around.
I would have just walked away and just ignored him. It's too many psychos out here in these streets.
Yeah. And then it's like, no, I don't want everybody praying over me.
No, absolutely not.
No, like I'm very no. I have to actually, I will, when I meet you and I can feel your energy, your spirit. And then if it's good with me, I say, okay, yeah, we can pray. But I will be quick to tell you, no, I'm good. Thank you. No, I don't need it. Mm-mm. I don't even like to hold people's hands in church.
I'm sorry. When was this live right here with the yellow shirt on?
That Deb said it was last year.
No,
Okay,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
August of
Oh, August
2025.
14th, 2025. I see that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You taking a moment to watch it? He gonna give us some feedback. Who done died? Who died? El Shaddai done died. Cousin. What happened?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was fussing.
Oh. I'm like, it went quiet. I'm like, oh Lord. They don't want me to entertain.
No. Dale, listen. You and your entertainment, yeah. No.
It'll get off schedule all the way.
Yeah. It will go to the left. It will go always to the left.
Hey Calvin.
Well, hey Calvin.
Hey, what's up?
You asleep?
Calvin, you put together any clue? You got some blues clues?
Come on now. You know, you already know. You already know the answer to that.
I'm not bringing the trolls out.
Calvin, you in your car. Where you headed?
Down to Miami. On the other side of Miami, actually.
What?
Don't you want some ice?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh shit, where's my wallet? Turn around. Fuck. I'll go get my wallet.
Carlos, where you at? You out and about?
No, I'm at home.
We are eating carrots.
Oh. She at home, Todd. She's at home.
Todd, you got cousin, Doc Deb, Calvin, and me.
So what's happening in the streets, Carlos?
What you think of that video?
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah, I'm still watching. This is about as long as dinner at the Parkers.
Hey, Sirius.
I don't know what I keep doing. God. Oh, that's what I keep doing.
Oh, Taj, absolutely. Don't pay him no amount. Don't pay him any attention, please.
No, Mary, what happened? I didn't see it. She said, y'all see Hottie Crew versus Don Diva.
No, what happened?
What happened?
Oh yeah, I
I
was in there. Oh yeah.
What happened with him?
It was at Mr. Lowe. Actually, me and Carlos both was up on the panel.
What happened?
I heard me ask what was happening in the streets. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Oh, my bad. I forgot all about that. I think
did too.
Yeah. So it started with Don Diva like talking about like she's gonna like press charges. She already went to the police department, all that kind of stuff when it comes to Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like she got all the witnesses, and I completely forgot about the issue that she had with like the Hottie Crew, and because I'm like I'll see if Danny would be willing to give her last name to be one of her witnesses for the case or whatnot, and so Hottie was like no, she's like no, she's not going to be a witness. And then that's when Don Diva just started going in on Hottie. I told Hottie to come up on the panel. Hottie came up on the panel. And, they started going back and forth. I don't know what Don Diva got a harmonica from, but
she had a harmonica?
Yes.
So while Hottie
wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Oh man.
She started playing the harmonica
when Hottie was talking, yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Damn, that shit had us laughing, and then then Hottie go and drop. She got mad.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody clipped that. Oh my God.
I hope they did. 'Cause that shit
She
was funny.
pulled out a harmonica.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get Mr. Lowe to send me the actual live itself.
Oh my God.
I know Mr. Lowe was like, what the hell? I know he was like, what the because y'all know he really like for his when he go live, he really like to just sit and have fun, listen to the music.
Back.
Yeah, real laid back over there. So I know that just took him for a loop. He was like, what the hell?
What is going on? What did happen?
He kept saying, I love TikTok shop. I love TikTok shop.
I know when she started playing that harmonica, oh my gosh.
Everybody was laughing. That
That's
shit was funny.
That's a new one right there.
That shit was funny as hell.
So nothing got accomplished.
Of course not.
No, Don went in. I mean, they was talking about kids and all.
What?
Yeah. She said that's why your kids don't like your fat ass and all this type of shit.
Oh my gosh.
You need to go on the diet. You need to you need to go get a Don Diva told us she need to go get one of them machines that you sleep them.
Not too much on the pat machine. My husband got one.
Man, Don
Oh,
Diva
wow.
to her ass.
Wow.
And he was trying to come back, but Don Diva had it. It was done. It was a one-hit quarter. It was over.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I know the people that I can match with and people I can't, and I wouldn't even try.
Yeah, with that one you can't, because the jokes was coming back to back.
Right, they just come off the dome like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, because it's like if you go against Don Diva, you really have to have some strong comebacks because you got to think about it. Even when she just talking, she have hitters. Even when she just talking, doesn't matter. So you have to have some serious comebacks. Like you got to be that Miami, that Florida, that Tia Kemp.
Yeah, you got to be able to just come with it without thinking. It's just right there.
Yeah, it's right there. Like seriously.
That shit was funny as hell. I wish y'all was up there, but it was almost like when she went Tia Kemp went out the joke. It was almost
and you know what? And let me tell you something now. I mean, for both of those women, like they both can go in, Heidi and Don Diva. So yeah, that was. I wish I would have caught that.
Don had that shit. When she pulled out that harmonica,
that would have been fun.
We was that shit was funny. Like Carlos say, who got the damn harmonica? She say me. Every time she talk, I'ma play it.
Wow. That is crazy.
Man.
That's crazy.
Funny.
We definitely missed that.
Yeah, we did. We missed that.
Hey, Roro.
Roro said she was overstimulated.
Wow.
Yeah, oh gosh. I don't know. My clap back don't be like that. I don't know. If I get mad and I just get the cursing, I'm gonna say whatever. like you piss me off, I'm going to say whatever. I don't care if it's the mama, daddy. I won't say nothing about no children, but I'll go. Yeah, your grandmama, granddaddy. Like I don't know. I got that from them, so. Yeah, Taj, we need some people to clip it. They got to start clipping. The T page has been asleep.
They've been slacking because they waiting on receipts that ain't receipting.
Hopefully they got this, because this right here was classy today.
Because where was Section 8? Where was Section 8? The fly on the wall.
The Clippers taking sides. They can't take sides. They just gotta get the information. Like that's the thing. If you a T-Pace, you can't take sides. If they
Right.
drama, you gotta like you supposed to be pulling the information that you know, and don't pick a side. Just let it flow. You know, because the honest truth is nobody knows the truth but the people involved.
Absolutely.
And what we gotta figure out is who's the biggest liar. That's it. Who's the biggest liar?
Yeah, that's
And so the
I'm gonna
T
start a
phases
clip
should pick
page.
sides.
you might as well start. Somebody needs to start a clip
Yeah,
page to
I'm
catch
gonna start
all
a
this
clip
stuff.
page.
Yeah, it don't be clipping and posting stuff that don't mean nothing.
I think Messy Puppets, was she live when Mr. Lowe was like, I don't know. I really wasn't on TikTok.
She came in like because she came on the panel, but she came in like a little later when it was happening because she was just like what is going on basically.
When you
That'll be
walk
a
in the
good
room and
video.
you hear them yelling and stuff, don't ask questions, just start recording. Sure.
Yeah.
Figure it out later.
Mm. Yeah,
And
when you
if you a T page, you supposed to be on it. Like, oh, let me do
when you're
this.
a T page, you cannot choose sides. I'm not a T page. I'm a little messy person. So I don't choose sides. I just dig into what I can dig into, find out what I can find out, and then
I'm not a
will.
T page either. I'm a research analyst.
Yeah, so I'm a messy analyst.
Yeah, you the messy analyst.
Yeah, so it's like I dig into the messy part of things, and then once I come to a conclusion, then I bring it to the forefront. That's me.
I think I like a good receipt.
Yeah, I love good receipts now. I love good receipts.
You know, because it there's a thing that when people say stuff, he said this, he said that, she said this, she said that. Okay, great. Where's the receipt? And then
Yeah,
if there's no receipt, we kind of like left hanging.
absolutely.
And
That's
he
what I
needs to,
said when the person had reached out to me the other day. I'm like, look, if you don't have no receipts, I'm not talking about nothing.
right.
Bring me the receipts.
Yeah.
So,
Good journalism is you got facts to back you got something to back up what you're saying.
mhm. And then on top of that, if you provide me the receipts and you be like, you know what, I don't care. You could say I gave you the receipts. You got to
True.
stand on it.
Stand on it. Don't be mad when it come out. But see, if the receipts are posted out there, and I find it in my research, it's out there. I'm just gonna put it all together, and boom, there it is. Don't be mad at me.
Roro, we don't know. We
We
leaving
have
it
no
where it's at.
idea.
Yeah, we leaving it where it's at.
No, I'm not gonna leave it where it's at. Twin is
No,
Well,
scared to call
Carlos, we
Joe.
know
no,
you're
Carlos.
not.
You already ate.
Twin is scared to call Joe. I'm gonna say it. If Twin wasn't scared to call Joe, she would have been called Joe. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Twin is afraid to call Joe.
But why you think she's afraid, Carlos?
I don't know. I don't know what Joe got. What Twin Joe got on Twin.
Mm, mm. Don't say no. We won't do that, Taj. That's like Candyman.
Mm,
Mm-mm. Well,
I don't know, but
so I was in Rasta's live yesterday. I think it was. My days are crossing over. Sometimes there's be so much going on. And Heidi came in Rasta's live and left a comment that said she's not gonna be on the Joe stuff anymore. She's not gonna be talking about it. I'm confused. What's happening?
No, they on. I was just on Hottie's panel before cousin sent me the live here. Yeah, I mean they talking about Joe now over there.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, she surely was in Roster's live and said she wasn't gonna be on Joe no more.
Because after she got off Mr. Lowline, they was live for a minute, still talking about no, they were going back and forth. And I was like, okay, this is that. They just
I hate I
doing
missed
too
that
much.
though. I
Me
hate that
too.
I
I
missed
like a
that.
good laugh. That would have been a good
Yeah,
laugh.
that would have been
Yeah.
real good. But I don't know. It's just my this is my take on this thing. Uh Big Moose hasn't cleared anybody, right?
Right.
That's one. He hasn't cleared anybody.
Nobody.
Okay, that dude's
So
name now is Big Moose.
That's
yeah,
what I started laughing. I'm like, okay. Okay, we
that's
got
the
to
I
know
man
don't
that
Big
know.
stayed.
I don't know if I like that because Big Moose is
Moose.
too close to Moose Knuckles, and
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Mm,
we
yeah,
all
oh
yeah.
gosh.
yeah.
So I don't let's
well,
let's
Moose. We'll just say Moose.
Nah, that's not gonna work.
oh Big Tooth. If you look at the tooth emoji, Joe
Yeah,
actually does
okay,
look
big
like a
tooth.
fucking tooth.
Big yes,
Yo,
Okay.
big
he's
tooth.
Big
shaped
Okay.
like a
Tooth.
tooth. Yeah.
Thank you, Taj. That's the name for the skit. Big tooth.
Big Tooth.
Um, but when you think about it, Big Tooth haven't cleared anybody on nothing. So my thing is call him. That's it.
And record
Call
it.
him.
And record it. You record everything else. So
It
hey.
ain't even gotta be recorded. I mean, not like recorded. I'm going to go live and
Right.
I'm going to let you know I am live.
You need to come
And
on my panel.
you ain't got to come on my panel because these people can hear you talking. Now, you need to tell the truth about what you told me. So he either going to say it or he's not going to say it. He ain't saying nothing. That's the big question mark.
That's the problem right there.
Why you not saying nothing, Big Two?
Because you supposed to be supposedly into it with one of them. I'm not gonna say names because you know what? I ain't got time for the backlash. You supposed to be friends with one of them according to one person, but then you say you're not friends with that person, and that person say they're not friends with you no more. So if you're not friends with that person and they did it, Joe's
But
normal MO is to speak on it and say that. But
hold
he
on there. So Miss Cece said ABC showed the messages. What did y'all
what
get out of those
messages?
messages?
We
What
saw the
when
messages,
y'all
but
saw those messages, what did you get out of those messages?
Who messages are there? Because I didn't see no message.
Hey, sweet Calvin, you've been lost. I'm saying, so the messages that have been showed, all the messages, what have y'all gotten out of those messages?
Sound like a clue to me.
Sirius said the messages look staged.
hmm. Was there anything in those messages that said, yes, this person did this or this happened? Or any type of confirmation? So
Nicole
that
said nothing.
there was no receipts. That's just showing that there's been conversation, but it's not relevant to the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it was two sets of messages. So it was the messages between Big Tooth and the lady. I don't want, give me a name for her. I don't want to say her name because she don't want her name to be involved with this. Give me a name.
That lady.
No. I ain't gonna be disrespectful.
Call her Buck.
Bunk. Okay, so it was two.
Or
It
Judy.
was
Call her Judy.
Judy. So it's two sets of messages, right? So you have the messages between Big Tooth and Judy. Y'all saw those messages, and you will see where Judy is saying, "Hey, you done put my name in all this stuff or whatever." Big Tooth responds back, call her a female dog, and don't say nothing else to him. Blah blah blah. That's one set of messages. Then we go over to another set of messages where it's a group chat that Big Tooth is in. And one message that stood out is that, hey, this person is lying in regards to, what was the message? I got to read it. Wait a minute. Long story short, Kay and Rasta got on Twin ass for her lying about the doxing stuff with Carlos, and she blamed that stuff on me. And I can't read the other part. And then Big Tooth said, yeah, Rasta girlfriend just called me.
But was there a confirmation of anything?
Out of all the messages?
No. Big Tooth has never said why she lying on y'all. Anything to the contrary of what was being said? Nothing.
Big Tooth ain't said nothing. That's my issue, is that he hasn't said a word to clear anybody.
Right.
And this ain't, I'm not picking sides, but
because
it
both
is
standing at the fire right now.
Yeah, they both
Nobody's
saying,
been cleared.
both parties are saying, hey, I did not do this. You need to say something. He's not saying anything. Why?
But who said it was the other party? Judy didn't say it was the other party.
No. Judy saying he know I didn't do this.
Okay.
But he's not clearing Judy, and he's not clearing the crew. He's not saying nothing.
Right.
When it comes to clearing, the other day when he went live and he's like, don't nobody come after her or whatever. She's just on the panel. He still did not clear anything.
Mm-hmm. And she said all she wants him to do is to clear that they weren't the ones doing it, or the ones that did it. All that other mess is irrelevant. It's noise. Yes. Exactly. Yep. He definitely wants it to go away. He thinks that if it's ignored, if he ignores it, it'll just go away.
But it's not going to go away.
It's not going to go away because the two parties are at odds with each other.
I just thought about something. Big Tooth is surrounded by teeth. You got Big Tooth Joe, then you got Side Tooth Key. Ain't that his name?
Oh, snap. I like how you look at that, Carlos.
And then now, this is what Big Tooth has. He created all this, right? So now the crew is taking it to hell with Judy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're taking it to pass my backpack, Pumpkin. They're taking it to hell with Judy. Because it's like, it's no limits.
We don't. The problem is we don't know if he acted alone. That's the puzzle.
Yes, Roro.
I
Yes.
say no. I don't think it is.
No, of course he didn't act alone. But when you have when one party is saying, hey, you need to make sure you let these people know we didn't do this. He's not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other party is saying
really, because if he says something, it implicates him 100%.
Right. That's the thing. He's still looking out for himself. He's looking out for himself. And that's what
because if he admit to what somebody did or didn't do, would admit to him knowing at least something.
Right.
But if your friends is asking you to clear their name and you're not clearing it at all, so I can see why they may, they're upset, because you have the power to end this. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Carlos, know you did it. Carlos, know you did it now.
And here's the thing. Everybody knows you're a liar. So you didn't even give them a common courtesy to say a lie such as, I didn't call CPS and they were not helping me to find information to call CPS. Why he couldn't say that?
And we know he did it because even his ex-friends or so-called friends, whatever, already said that he did, right? Because he initially, when he was initially supposed to tell me himself that he did it, but then all of a sudden he wanted them to tell me that he did it, but they said that they didn't do it because it's not their place to tell me that he did it. It's his place to do that.
And when you sent that text message when he was live, I will never forget his reaction. That was so funny.
That'll forever be a fucking classic.
Exactly. That will forever. So, and I want to say this.
Hold on. Are you talking about Uncle Larry? They call him Joe Bumps. Is that Uncle Larry?
Oh, the dude. To be like Joe Bumps.
Look, but if you think about what happened that day when Carlos texted him while he was live, and Carlos mentioned CVS. If CVS was a skit, if CVS was BS, that reaction wouldn't have been like that.
That was so classic.
That was a damn.
Gotcha, nigga.
Exactly, like shit. The fuck? You like his heart was beating fast. Carlos, what did you text? Leslie asked, what did you text? What was it? I can't remember.
Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. Hold on. Let me go to the text. Where is that? Hold on.
Why Carlos is looking for that. So
I said,
okay, go ahead.
On Thursday, April 16th at 12:28 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I said, I've contacted CVS and they told me you came into the store to ask them information about me. Just tell the truth that you called CPS. Then about 5 minutes later, I said, they got you on camera talking to the two girls. Then 2 minutes after that, I said, this Carlos. I'm filing a police report and suing you in court for filing a false report. That's illegal.
And when you sent that text message, that nigga said, CVS, he went and he got up from his table and went and grabbed the CVS bag where he picked up his medicine. And he was like, oh, they say I can't go in CVS. I just left CVS. No.
Ain't nobody say that. That's what was funny.
And then he was sitting
shocked.
there, and then he just sitting up there rambling with the little mats and stuff.
No, then
And then,
he was drinking air out that damn water bottle because it wasn't
yeah.
in that damn bottle.
So if the this is what I'm thinking. So if the CVS was a skit, was just to throw Carlos off, do you think the reaction would have been the way that it was? Honestly, I'm just asking.
Mm-mm.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because I know if I knew it was
guard, we had a live reaction. He was
a
caught off.
live reaction from when Carlos sent that text. That was a live reaction. So if I knew it was bullshit, and I probably would have been a little starter, like, oh, damn. And then I probably would have laughed because it's like, damn, how did nigga know that I was in CVS? But the way Joe's reaction, Big Tooth reactions was, nah, I didn't got caught.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. Let me play it for you. Hold on.
My telephone. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Do it. I'm doing it. So.
He was drinking that air.
I just gotta go and I gotta do some modeling stuff.
He had forgot what he was talking
So
about.
I go ahead and do all the things that I need to do. But yeah. Y'all make sure that y'all help me clean up. Cause that's what I need. I'm gonna need to be helped cleaned up, okay?
Y'all hear that? You hear what he said? I need to be helped cleaned up. Who is
He
telling
said
you?
he needs the chat to help him clean up. What the hell?
What are you talking about? What does that mean? I think that was a signal to whoever helped him. Help him clean it up. Because he forgot what he was talking about.
He done lost his whole train of thought.
Now, mind y'all, so once again, we don't, besides Carlos, me and Deb, Calvin be lost. But
Amen. Go to God's name.
Yes, glory to God's name. But listen, this is where me and Deb come in at. So you get Joe's natural reaction to that, right?
Right.
To saying that when Carlos sent the text messages and you saw Joe was like, I done fucked up, because he's like, who texting me? Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to help me clean it up. Help me clean up. Natural reaction. One, do y'all think that was a skit? Two, it was told, he told somebody that he went to CVS to get the information. They went to CVS. They talked to the manager in CVS that knew.
And we heard the conversation.
Matter
of fact, actually, I spoke to the person at CVS.
Yeah. So, do y'all think that the manager, not someone of our color, would jeopardize their job because they told Carlos, hey, corporate can reach out to you. I have to report this. Her exact words. So that's where the
Because at
bystanders
first
come.
I told her
Yeah,
that corporate didn't need to call me. But then when she said, well, I have to report this to corporate, I said, well, if you got to report this to corporate anyway, they may as well just call me.
right. So Karen says she worked at CVS and she could tell you hell no. So that's where the question marks come in at, right? So it was saying that Judy did the skit. Judy had already told um the person about it and that they were prepared for the skit. And I'm thinking, is that YT person going to jeopardize their job? Because Carlos really can take this to hell if it's
And
some BS.
yeah, and corporate has never called me. I will say that. But then
Yeah,
also, I got the text messages because remember, Judy had already made it be.
yeah, he putting Prince to sleep. Don't worry about my nephew. He just putting him
Um,
to sleep.
Judy had already made it be. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, he putting the nephew to sleep. So, all right. So corporate never called him. Let's put that there. Corporate never called him. And also, it was text messages sent to Big Tooth. So we have that. So now, as things are getting a little deeper, so you have the crew saying, "Hey, we did not have a." Yes, the manager was named. Yes, full name, and picture of the manager and Facebook profile.
Miss Cece, we never said Judy was guilty.
No, we're not saying, we're just trying to. This is part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
This is the
We
puzzle.
giving y'all the pieces.
This is where the critical thinking, like you really have to think about everything that is being presented. Like who is guilty, who is not guilty, who was involved, who was not involved, based off the things that Carlos went through in all of this.
And I also say this, right? Because Judy and the manager weren't even on speaking terms because of something that the manager had did when she was working with Judy in her other capacity in outside of CBS.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Does that name match up? Yes. Because somebody else went to CBS to verify.
Oh, yeah, talk about that, Deb. Hold on 1 second.
To verify if what Judy said happened actually happened and confirm that CBS said yes.
So we were told.
Right. And said person that did that verification is currently at odds with Judy in some kind of capacity. Seems like, maybe, depending on what panel they on. I'm sorry. It's all confusing, but you got to pay attention. No, Judy is not the store manager or the pharmacy manager. No.
Are the cousins going to be
Yeah.
disappointed in whoever's the real No.
No. We
No.
don't care who it is.
Like let me tell you
We
something.
just want the
I'm-
truth to be told.
Let
We
me
don't
say
care
this.
who it is.
I'm not going to be disappointed of whoever is behind it. And the reason why I won't be disappointed, because I'm never sleep. I don't know why people would think that I'm just this person that will be so gullible and vulnerable to people that I miss a lot of stuff. I pay attention to everything. Everything. I just don't say nothing. I just be cool. So it's like it is what it is. That's Carlos have to do all of that. So no, I
And
would not be
at the end of
disappointed.
the day, it's not about who it was. It's just about bringing the truth forth. If you did it, you did it. There are consequences for your actions. Period. It don't matter who you are.
And I'll say this, right? Because there's been several people who said they didn't do it, but there's also somebody out there who never said that they didn't do it. Y'all got to catch that.
I caught it. I caught it. Mm.
And it's the same person who will not vindicate their so-called friends in anything else.
Right.
And Taj says, so if you call the pharmacy and ask for that person, will they be there? As of right now, today, I don't know if they will be there or not. I don't know.
Because this happened in April, right? No, in February. When did this happen?
No. The call was
The
made
cop.
in November. When did I think they
So I mean, when
Judy
did Judy go?
went to the end of April, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the end of April. So I don't know because I haven't been looking or researching or nothing like that. So I don't know. We'll have to call and see. That's all
I
I.
just always think about what is the most likely thing to happen? What makes common sense beyond a reasonable doubt? And my personal thought is if I did a crime, I'm not going to the crime scene and have witnesses to hear me ask question at the crime scene that has the potential to show that I was there.
And it was an unplanned, unscheduled visit to the CPS, I will add, right? Like it's not like there were phone calls that were made or anything like that to go to CVS. Judy just popped up at CVS because Judy is trying to clear Judy's name in all of this.
But in reality, there's only one person that can clear everybody's name if they choose to do so. But like Carlos said, if they did speak on it and say anything, they are already admitting their own guilt. Henceforth, the big problem. And so what I see that we have before us is parties who don't want to be in it and said they weren't involved pointing the finger at each other until what's his name? Big Tooth come forth.
I'm trying to see if you can pull the manager's name up.
On CBS, when you
Yeah,
look up the pharmacy.
I know the manager's name.
yeah, I know too. I'm just trying to see if it's gonna pull up now.
Mary, we don't know. We have no. I don't know. I can only speculate, and I'm not going to do that because it's not anything I can put a receipt to.
What's she saying?
She said, Mary said, why do y'all think Judy would not call him? I said, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. I mean, it's just I don't know. Somebody see if y'all can find out. Cause hold on, let me talk to my investigator right quick.
Roro.
Is Messy cousin taking up for Judy? I'm not taking up for anybody. I'm speaking what's being presented. You must just came in. I just said I'm not taking up for anybody.
Yeah, they don't get it. Unlike some people who are picking sides, we're just presenting what has already been presented and what we know to be true.
And also, you all need to go and look at Doc Dev's latest video because there's a lot of information in that video as well too. Okay, you got to pick it up because the people are trying to put things off on Judy based upon what they were told by the main culprit here. Okay,
Big two.
by Big Two. Okay, they just doing what they're just saying what Big Tooth told them. But we also, as of August, have audio and video that said people didn't even know that Judy even existed in a sense, or
Ah,
that Judy's name is what Judy's name is.
you caught that, didn't you? I was wondering if anybody would see that.
So if they didn't even know whose Judy name real name was and found out in that live, but yet knew of another person who also had the same name as Judy, all right, they only knew of that person doing the dirty work.
You
Mm,
eating pumpkin? Okay.
So you all
mm.
just gotta catch a lot of you gotta catch it. You gotta catch it. The stuff is there. Okay, Big Tooth don't know how to keep his mouth shut. Maybe he got a toothache or something and just got to always talk. But Big Tooth is a dirt and rotten tooth that need to be pulled.
That's why I keep saying it's like the information is there. You gotta look past the noise. A clip is just what it is, a clip. If you don't know how that clip came about, the clip really is irrelevant. If you're using a clip to do content and be funny, that's one thing. But if you're trying to use a clip as a receipt, it don't work if what happened before and after that clip don't match.
And then if you're my friend, so it's like if Carlos tell me something and I'm only hearing what Carlos is telling me and I know
Hold
what
on.
Carlos,
John, we never said Judy is clear. We're just
we're not
pointing
we're
to the facts. And then eventually when it comes out, it don't matter if it's Judy or somebody else. Whoever it is, gon' get exposed.
But I will say that Judy has tried to clear Judy's name. That's what I will say, though. We're not saying Judy is clear, but again, Judy has tried to take measures to clear Judy's name. But if you catch what we're putting down, Big Tooth has not done anything to clear Judy's name.
Big Tooth ain't done nothing to clear anybody name.
Right.
That's the problem.
And that's the problem.
Big
And
Tooth haven't.
several people are asking Big Tooth to come out and clear their name. Okay. If I know I did a crime, I wouldn't be asking somebody to clear my name when I know I've done it because they can get on there and say, oh, yeah, he helped me do it.
And we
And I
got
will and I will say this is one person or maybe two, not on those parties that's asking to clear their name, that is within, let me say
the
it like
mix of things.
that's in the mix of things that's probably know the truth. And he has mentioned that person name. And I'm pretty sure that person name that he has mentioned knows the freaking truth.
Exactly what's happening.
That's what's happening.
But would you say that said person who knows disagrees with one of the two parties? Or has a fake issue with one of the two parties? Or it's turned the pot between the parties? It's
Not that one.
okay, not
But
that. Okay. I know what you're saying.
yeah,
I got
not
it.
that one. But it's a person that he talks to, that he tells everything to, and they have a relationship
I got
that
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they know the truth.
Yeah. They absolutely do.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm putting Prince to
Yeah, please put my nephew to sleep. He tired.
He like his
No, not Charles, not Andrew. But they know the truth. So
Roro said the person has been on panels too.
I don't think so. If they have, I don't know. I know they've been in the chat.
Yeah.
I do know
I've
that.
never seen them on panels.
But I don't know. Hold on. Let me see this. Okay. I got somebody working on something. And once they find out, I'll be able to say, all right, this is true. Wait a minute. Kill me what? What?
You let her Roro.
Oh my gosh, y'all just be DMing me crazy stuff. But but I can say is that there's one person that actually knows the truth. Will that person say something? I doubt it.
I doubt it.
John, it needs to be a TV show.
Man, there's so many key pieces and players that people don't even realize are there. But I did research. I've been digging and watching and putting together a timeline. I showed one piece of the timeline today.
I think Big Tooth just a liar.
And he don't care who else gets damaged in his wrath. He like Trump. That's what I see.
He don't care.
He don't care who take the fall for anything that's happening. He don't care about that. He cares about him.
Yes, Roro.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he say, well, that's my friend, or that's not my friend. And also, when the video that Doc played today, when he said that he wasn't friends with Rasta, they never been friends, who did he step off and call? Rasta. About the song, about the Trina lady saying that Joe stole her song. He called Rasta, and when he got back on camera, he said, I just got off the phone with Rasta. Some people may say it was a business relationship. No.
They were friends.
You think I'm going to go live? This nigga sat outside on his deck with Rasta doing his hair, rambling. If I'm not your friend, you're not finna talk my ear off.
But let's be clear. There's been plenty of times that him and Rasta were on live in her house, outside on some kind of deck, singing and partying together. They were friends.
And then when Rasta tried to bring him and Hillary together, they were at Rasta house on the couch. Playing the song. The song was coming out. Remember, Joe didn't know the words. So, but y'all weren't friends. What? How that Blues Clues song go?
Oh, dang it. How do it go? Let me see if I can find it on my.
What's the Pink Panther? Dun 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 dun.
Definitely. It's available. Information is available. Like, I'm never one to just take what somebody says as truth if it's a big thing, if it's causing
Okay,
confusion.
okay. I just received the information about the manager, right? It's the same person.
Okay.
It's the same person that Carlos spoke with. The same person that he had a conversation with. And that person gave her name when she spoke to Carlos.
You know, and if anybody wants to call CVS there and ask, they can.
That's her. Sure is. Same person he spoke with when it happened. Now, again, do I think she would risk her job? I don't think so. But you know, if she didn't got paid off, if she was paid off to do something, to do a skit, you will have to match her salary, I think. Because one thing about it, Carlos is not slow. Far from slow. And so when he want to take it to hell, he can take it to hell. I don't think, that's just my opinion, that the lady would risk her career for a skit to lie on somebody.
The big.
And you know what? Hold on, Deb. Let me send this to you. And I'm gonna let you tell me what you think. Let me know when you get it.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
What you think?
You know,
And talk for a second. I'll be right back.
I'll just say this. When you are in that kind of position and you get information that something illegal has occurred, you have an obligation to make that phone call. And if you don't and it still comes back up, you're gonna be questioned about your actions and why you didn't call corporate and why you didn't do this and why you didn't do that. And it's just a matter of ethic responsibility. And here's the thing. I don't think anyone would go somewhere to clear their name if there's a chance that they can't clear their name. I wouldn't do it. I would do anything and everything to talk around it, to get away from it and all of that. Does that mean that Judy is innocent? We don't know. All we know is what we know to be true and what we have found and what we can backtrack and get some kind of validity to it. Now, with that being said, I don't feel that we have sound receipts from others. Text messages with the name in it is just a text message with the name in it. So there's supposed to be more information coming, and when it will come, I don't know. Will it not come? I don't know. But what I know is one party can't condemn another party, and because the only person that really can set them free is Big Tooth.
Yeah.
We're not saying Hottie is guilty. We're not saying anybody is guilty.
No,
What
we're not saying it.
is we don't have enough information to bring anybody to trial yet. But we got enough information to know that some things make more sense than others.
We know
Because
who is guilty. Big
because
Tooth.
Big Tooth. And one thing could be Big Tooth could be telling Hottie one thing and giving Hottie some kind of false receipt, because if you watch the video that I recently posted the day before that conversation, when Big Tooth was sitting at the table talking about that Trina, right? Y'all listen to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we here. I'm back.
Okay.
Everybody just tune in, you know.
Okay, yeah. Oh, they tuned in. Okay. So if you listen to that video, the clip only made it seem like it was about Judy. I'm gonna say that.
No,
But
John. Hold on,
but when you
John, you are wrong. No.
what?
No. No.
I'm gonna get off track. Hold on. But at the end of my video, I showed another video that happened the day before, where Judy and Big Tooth had clearly had a fallout that was going on the day before. And I'm gonna say this, in my opinion, when Big Tooth was talking about I'll call right now. I think that was kind of an antagonizing thing, or that was the thing he was saying to Hottie. I was gonna call you about that. We're gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that offline. Because again, they are friends, or were friends, or are friends. I don't know what they are, but they were friends. Therefore, if you had a falling out with somebody because of something else, because you're gonna tell your friend what had happened. But the clip made it seem different than what it was. That's all I'm saying. Some things make sense and some things don't.
So, Deb, it was just sent to me that that fallout the day before Deb talking about was a confirmed skit. Now, let me say this, Inspector.
I purposely saved the receipt to combat something like that.
But so they saying that fallout was a confirmed skit. Now, I'm going to say this. It's been mentioned many of times that there was an issue when it came to Carlos, Judy, and Big Tooth. Mm-hmm. When Big Tooth got managed and went on to do what he was going to do with Carlos, Judy felt some type of way, right? Mm-hmm. Because Big Tooth went on by his business and was like, no, he's not going to work with you. Right. That has been mentioned more than once, and more than twice, more than 3 times. So was that a skit? I doubt it. Based off the things that were said, I doubt that was a skit, Inspector.
Well, in that live, there were more things that were said and had taken place, and that definitely. How is it a skit if you're live just talking? That wasn't the only piece of the puzzle. That month, before that date of August 14th, if you go to his YouTube and you watch his videos, you will, it's right there. It's everything is right there.
And let me say this. So people may say it was a skit. You got to think about the person that sit at the table that cannot keep the same story.
Mm-hmm.
The person that sits at the table and cannot keep the same story. If that person could not, and this has been mentioned, could not remember the lines from Dinner at the Parkers, how the hell are they going to remember a skit and say the same thing?
Because this wasn't a video recorded where they could edit it and go back. This was a live.
Exactly.
And how is it a skit if there was no rebuttal to that video from the other person? I'm
Okay.
trying to figure that out.
I'm going to play this audio.
But she created this, you know, so, I mean, what you gonna create something and then gonna be jealous of it at the same time? But like, I didn't do nothing to you. I ain't these people on social media. I didn't choose me. They choose me. Is there so much I can say and I can go on and on and on about this person? But baby, I done been on this thing for 34 minutes. So I done talked about you for 34 minutes of my time. And I...
You know, y'all, let me just tell y'all something. When y'all say stuff about other people and God get tired of you, he will use what you least expected to expose you. In this situation, he used the roach. That roach switched out that corner and said, stop it now, because I live here.
Oh gosh. Now, if either one of them playing stupid games, they will win stupid prizes. And that's just the bottom line. But I always ask myself, who has the most to lose? Because people with something to lose ain't finna play stupid games. Now, I don't know who has the most to lose because I don't know them personally. I don't live in their lives. But I know there's common sense to everything. Some things are more likely to be true than others. A skit is not live. So when people say that's a skit, it makes no sense to me because that's not the definition of a skit, going live and doing a skit. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know nothing.
But again, it's about what he's saying.
Yes.
It's all about what he's saying. Let me make that clear. It's about what he's saying. This is not Judy. This is not the crew. This is about what he is saying.
Because at the end of the day, he is the party that can put an end to all of this. Why won't he? And people are saying he likes this attention and all that. But if they're going at each other, they're getting the attention. So that don't make sense to me. That means he feels like if he comes forth to clear it, something is going to give. And it's, I don't know what. But if somebody, if Cousin came to me and said, Deb, you did this video and it's making me look like I did this, and that, you need to clear that up. Even though in the moment of doing that video, I didn't realize it, I would go and say, oh, wait, let me clear that up real quick. Because no, that's not what it meant. And I would clear it up. That's an easy thing to do.
And as long as he feels that people are talking about him, he feels like he's relevant. Think about this. When Danny posted that Tia Kemp, when Tia cussed him out, it was 27,000 people in that live. 27,000 people in that live. Right now, he can't even get 500. He can't even get 500 people in his live. He has to sit here and say, can I get some likes? Oh, I got 420 people up in here and I only have 100 likes. I need y'all to like it. Oh, and while we talking about likes, mods, how many likes I got while we having this conversation? Y'all ain't gonna do me like y'all do Joe. But just think about it. He had 27,000 people. And if you find the clip, you will see it up in the corner of how many people was in that live. Not the likes, but the people that was actually in that live. It was 27,000 people. Now he barely can get anywhere between 300 and 500. So by talking about this, he's thinking he's staying relevant. The only people that he's making relevant is the crew and Judy, because now since the crew is going live, their numbers have increased, and the crew has said, look, we be fine with our love 4, 5, 6 people, 10, 11, 12 people that be over here when we go live, right?
They
now the crew
they did that.
Yeah, so now they are they have increased. It was 200 and some people up in there, 300. It's like now their numbers have increased. When Judy went live, was it yesterday? And Judy normally don't go live on TikTok, but Judy went live on TikTok. I think it was like 300 some people up in there. So you working backwards, Big Tooth. They want to hear what they have to say. They want to hear their story. They don't want to hear anything from you. But the only way that you are able to end all of this and try to regain yourself is just tell the truth. That's it.
And quit pitting them against each other, because it's him doing that.
Yeah, it is.
It's him doing it.
Yeah, it's him. It's all him. So once again, Big Joe, you're not winning. You are not winning. And I'm not pointing fingers at any of those ladies. I am not. But when
everybody's trying to clear their name.
Yeah, everybody's trying to clear their names. And then and this is another thing, Deb. A lot of people will say he's not smart enough to do this. Yes, the fuck he is. Excuse my language.
He is.
Yes, he is.
Well, he might not be book smart, but he knows how to manipulate people. He knows how to lie. Like those things he knows how to do. Just because you have delayed learning doesn't mean you don't have bad behavior.
And when somebody is talking about him, guess what? He gonna do whatever he needs to do to shut you up.
Mm-hmm.
When you are speaking bad about him,
mm-hmm.
he's going to do whatever. Because it's like only thing he wants is for people to love and support him. That's it. That's all he wants is love. He wants people to accept him for who he is, to support him. That's all that nigga want. But he's not getting it. So when you cross him with that, I'm going to do what I need to do to hurt you the best way I know how to hurt you. Let me call CPS. You want to know why he will call CPS or do what he needs to do? You don't think that happened to him in his childhood? Because the mammy was gone all the time, leaving them there in the house to do it, to feed themselves, because they're out doing at the casino or different things. And maybe people saw it and called CPS on her. Or being talked about, being bullied, everything that people did to go against him. This nigga been holding this shit in. He's 49. So he say, for the last 40 plus years.
Here's the thing I want the people to think about. We heard a recording of him in a conversation with the crew. All they were trying to do was get him to, why would you say you have no friends? He wouldn't ask the question. He couldn't get it. He couldn't respond. Twice. In the first recording, they tried to bring up Judy. He bypassed and jumped to another subject. In the second recording, he blatantly said, no, we're not going to talk about Judy. It's right there. The question is, they're having a private conversation. These are your friends. You've been talking about Judy with them, clearly. So why would you not want to do that then? That's been something I've been thinking about, like, why? Make it make sense. And in the same sense, he would not speak to them to clear their name or even answer a simple question. Why would you go live and say you don't have any real friends when they've been going hard for him? So when people are saying, who is it, this person, is that person? For all we know, it could be somebody totally different. And he's got these two looking guilty. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
We got to dissect his brain to figure out what's the motive. And the only thing I can think about is if they are on TikTok, his most hated app, as he say, and they're going back and forth, people will ignore the original question. Who helped him call CPS? Who got the information? Because that's really what the question is. That's really the mystery. Who helped him? And it could be a simple thing as he found the information himself. He went to CVS. The girls gave him some information. They pulled it up on his phone. He could have kept it in his phone, on his phone, went and sat in his car, did what he needed to do.
And I do want to say this, in order to, and also if you call CPS on somebody, only thing you need is their name and the state, the city and state that they reside in. CPS take it from there.
And then so, there was a person that said CPS was called twice.
Yes. They said CPS was called twice. At the end of the day, they got a freaking end. Y'all, he is the problem. Absolutely. He is the fucking problem. He is the main person, the center of all this. Why, parties are going against each other and they, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. He is the freaking problem. And he haven't cleared anybody.
Nobody.
So now what? So do you hate this group? Do you hate the crew? Because you feel like they are behind it? Do you hate Judy because you feel like she's behind it? And you're missing the person that's in the middle, that is telling one thing to one person and to one crew, and then he's telling another thing. Maybe, I don't know if he's telling it to Judy, but maybe people that Judy may know
Mm-hmm.
that's saying, well, you know what? They lying. I never said that. And he going over here to Judy them folks. It's like, come on, y'all.
Because at the end of the day, think about this. If he was out of the picture, he didn't exist, and you ran across the crew page and they live and they chatting it up and doing their talking. Did they do something to you? Are they talking about you? Are they coming at you? No. So you really wouldn't have no reason to be against them, right? Same with Judy. You go to Judy page and you come across it on your timeline and you see the content. Is the content anything that is going to set you off? If not, then why you on the bandwagon against Judy? Everybody who's picking a side is picking a side because of the things they heard him say about said person or people. And then when they fight back against what was said about them, now they have to battle with all the stuff he told them about this person, that person. We heard a recording of him blatantly getting off topic to tell somebody else's personal business to them, to the crew. Why would you tell their personal business about the girlfriend calling you and you giving advice? That had nothing to do with what they were calling him for. Deflection. Get off the subject. That's manipulation. And then to get online and give this apology or this call to stop harassing or attacking, it's the words used, attacking one of the people.
One.
So in my mind, that was intentional. So now you're going to have that person who you faked apologized to or faked help or fake did whatever you tried to do. The other person who you didn't say anything about is going to feel some kind of way. And that could cause a conflict with them too. It's all a setup Joe got in his head. And because he isn't as smart as he think he is, he leaves clues all around.
All around. And hold on. Wait a minute. And here's another thing.
Big Booty Judy. That's who we talking about. Big Booty Judy. Figure that out.
Wait a minute. My brain just went out. Here's another thing with him. Damn, my brain just went completely blank. I guess because I wanted to say it so bad. Because it's so much. Like, it's so much when it comes to this man. Here you go. So when he went live and he said, hey, y'all stop attacking Kayla. Y'all stop doing this to her. Kayla is only on the panels. Don't attack her. Leave her alone. Again, when you think about the crew, who goes over there in their world to attack them? In their world. When they're live. Now, behind the scene, if somebody called them or whatever, what friends do Joe have to call people to make threats? That's what I'm saying. So did he get the people that was on the movie crew? Did he call them? Because it seemed like he only cool with them. Did he get them to call one of the ladies and say, I need you to do this, I need you to do that? But he knows one of them is very tech savvy.
And anybody that will tell social media that it's okay to talk about your wife or husband. It's like now you want to put it on somebody else. Anything to get the pressure off of him is okay. And
But
if that means
and
other
Dale, think
people got to
about
get
it.
taken down, that's fine.
He lied when he said that on that recording, because he said, well, you know, the messy cousin, she said she was going to talk about Charles. Next day, you know, she was talking about me. That was lies. I did about 2 weeks of content about Charles. Then I left it alone. I'm like, you know, it ain't nothing. I did the little school books or whatever about Charles, and I left it alone.
But you
But
told Charles on the live
yeah, we beefing forever.
forever.
It's still smoke. Long as you don't say nothing about me, like, it's still smoke. But at the same time, this is your spouse. And if a person on the streets that you do not know, you never met, and why would you take it for me telling you I'm beefing with your husband, bride, or your wife forever? You okay with that? Nigga, please.
What we're trying to tell everybody is, before you jump on a side, look in the middle, because he is playing both sides. And I'll say this, everybody got a personality that's unique to who they are. I don't know why they choose to say something or not to say something or to do something. I don't know, because that's not me. But whatever reasons they have for not speaking up or for just ignoring or for whatever reason, I don't know what to say to that. That's on them. But I would like for them not to attack each other, because y'all believe in a liar. So at the end of the day, the person that y'all believe is always lying. You gotta
Always
step
lying.
back and say, he won't even clear my name. So why would I be attacking somebody else if he's not gonna clear my name? Why would I say is this person? Because he even if he told me it was that person, something that doesn't feel right. Unless there's other things going on behind the scene, or there's some top secrets, or some stuff that is just there. And we don't know that.
So when people ask, well, cousin, how do you feel about this? How you want me to feel? A nigga that lied 99.999% of the time, I'm supposed to believe this one lie? No, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to pay attention. Because a lot of us have street sense and book sense and common sense. So I'm just not going to go by what this man said. Oh, he said this, and I'm supposed to believe this nigga when this nigga sit up here and lie? And this for the people with all three: book sense, common sense, and street sense. You're going to believe a nigga that lies all the time because it was put out there that this one person was behind the doxing and the child support. I'm not saying she was or she wasn't. I don't know. But the shit that had happened within the last almost 3 years with this man, and this man have told lie after lie after lie after lie. That's all he know how to do. And when his friends at that time came to him and said, I need for you to clear this up and say that we weren't behind this, that this has nothing to do with us, he was silent. Then when Judy sent text messages to his phone, and y'all can say, well, how y'all know that was his number? It's his fucking number. Excuse my language. It was his number.
It's the same number Carlos texted him to.
Yeah.
Right. So, hello? Did she leave? There's just some things that are evident, and there's just things that are not. And if somebody has been known to dox, he said on a live and said, "I'll get Trina to dox people and blah 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 blah." That was a clip. Again, people didn't hear what happened before or after. Trina actually went on a live with Joe, and he was so giddy and happy when he got to talk to her and was like, inbox me because yeah, we need to get together, blah 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 blah. Of
And
course
did a screenshot. I just want to say that.
he fell out with Trina. That girl Trina. He fell out with her.
And she gave him hell.
And she did. Yeah. And
She
she
gave
did.
him hell. Like, but
I
at the
mean, it's a
same
lot
time,
of stuff that has happened that people don't really know. It's like, because you can't be on every channel, you can't see every video. It's almost impossible. So a lot of people don't know a lot of different things, and some of the information that is talked about sometimes is not in order. So they jumping around from this person and with this happened and with that happened with that, and then you get so confused with the timeline. It's just off. And sometimes you got to stop and say, well, that happened before this.
yeah, and Deb, I do want to say this: the video of him talking about Judy, that was just to show how much of a liar he is and how shady he is. So, and that's what we're trying to bring to the light, people. It's not about picking a side. I'm picking that nigga.
Yes.
I'm digging into him. I'm not sitting up here. I'm not going to go against the crew. I'm not going to go against Judy. I'm going to go against him because that's the problem. He's the problem. But because things have transpired within the last couple of years, we would jump on a side and say, you know what? Oh, he's telling the truth, nigga that lie 99.999% of the time. I'm going to believe him this one time. Nope.
Nope. And he had Bitly doxed, and he had that Trina girl dox me. So I mean, she sent me, he paid her $60 and she sent me the screenshot of when he sent her $60 to dox people.
And you know what, Deb? When he said when that happened, and I think she said it was a Apple Pay.
Yes.
And so he said he didn't have Apple Pay.
He was
A
lying.
couple lives later, he went and he mentioned that he had Apple Pay.
Yes.
So it was like, Trina, was she lying? Because he was like, I don't even have Apple Pay. And then a couple of days later, while he was sitting at that table, rambling at the damn mouth, he mentioned that he had Cash App, Apple Pay, and all the stuff that he just said he didn't have. Before that, it was a big live with him. I mean, was he on there? Him, Hillary, that girl Trina, Hottie Damn.
Miss Sheila, you're gonna have to go and re-listen to the whole live again once it's posted.
Yeah.
I don't know how you came to that conclusion.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go back, cousin, and listen. That's why we say it's important. That's why this is a critical thinking matter.
Because it's like some people jumped in this live late. So they didn't hear things that were said before. And that's how it is on social media. It's hard to hear everything and to know everything. So that you might hear somebody who is adamant about one thing and they're constantly saying it over and over. But because that's the only thing you heard, you tend to unconsciously believe what you hear first. Right? And if I was a part of a jury and I looked at the data, and the data is showing Joe past behavior and the things he has done and the people he has fallen out with and gotten into it with and doxed and all of that. His track record is far bigger than Judy or the crew.
So
So I would definitely be looking at
look at this,
him.
Dale. I think Diamond Joe playing in everybody's face. She telling him don't admit to nothing. Remember, she introduced Joe to Nero after the CBS. Joe and Nero was filming the movie before the
Yes.
CBS
Before the
incident.
CBS incident. If you watch my video from August 14th, well, I mean, it was the 13th. Joe is sitting there saying Twin was mad at him because he didn't bring her with him.
And remember, they started filming the skits and all that stuff before November.
Right.
Before November. CPS was called in November, right before Thanksgiving, with Carlos. Joe and Nero then were working together before then. Carlos is back. Hey, Carlos, you got my nephew asleep?
Yeah, he sleep.
Okay.
And that's what I be talking about. People who don't have all the things in chronological order don't know what happened before that happened, because social media doesn't give you that. Somebody can post a video that Joe did 2 years ago, post it today. There will be a lot of people thinking this is something that just happened. And then they'll take that, clip it, post it somewhere else, put a little tag on it, and now everybody thinking that's it. That's what happened. And so it's kind of hard to like just understand and know what's happening unless you know, kind of been there from the beginning and were involved in it and all of that. So uh, I'm just gonna leave that there.
Yeah, so Carlos, what do you have to say about all of this?
No, I mean, it's the end of the road for Big Joe. For Big Tooth. It's the end of the road. Big Tooth knows it's the end of the road. He's trying to hold on like them four little dreads trying to hold on. And he's going down. You know, even when it comes to the stuff with Don Diva, that's the criminal aspect. You know, I think that is going to, if she falls through with that, she said today that, she did file a police report with Pelham Police Department. Um, and the detective is apparently out of town and won't be back until next Friday. But she's going next Friday to meet with them again. She said that he got the audio of the phone call where Joe said that he would pew pew her, and he told her that he had to like do some forensics on it and match it with other videos of him to make sure that it's the same voice. And then they're going to forward it over to Sylacauga police and, and go from there. So I think this is the end of the road for Big Joe.
So they said Dime went in there to talk to CBS before talking to you guys. She
No.
probably did.
She could have, but all we know is that she, pulled up to CVS and she called us when she was on her way, because we was on the phone and I didn't even know that she was headed to CVS. I think you had knew, cousin, because I think she may have mentioned it. I just wasn't paying attention. And because and she was like, I'm about to clear my name. I got to clear my name. So so she headed to CVS, to talk to the lady. But again, Dime knew the manager at CVS. The manager at CVS does other work. The lady had done some work for Dime and pissed Dime off. So they were not on speaking terms. Dime sent me the text messages between her and the lady to show that they hadn't even had a conversation, since the situation that they kind of like got into it over. Um, and so she could have, went to CVS before, but when Dime has produced essentially her alibis in a sense, and her alibis to me they check out. Now I'm not dismissing anybody and what their you know culpability is in all of this, but she at the very least again has tried to clear her name. Now the only person, and I'm gonna reiterate this, that can truly clear anybody's name is the one person who's not clearing nobody's name.
Well, Carlos, can I ask you this? So, that since the last week, couple of weeks, month, that has been like the main topic for people is that who was behind him calling CPS, right? Where do you stand with knowing who it actually was that helped him? Where do you stand? And I think that may clear up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so um where I stand in that is that I believe Big Tooth acted alone in what he did. Okay. Now he did go into CVS. That's been verified. He did ask these ladies to help him find somebody. And again, the story that he gave those young ladies was that he was trying to get in touch with his old manager. He lost contact, didn't know how to get in contact with him, and he was trying to get in contact with his old manager who lived in Colorado, because that is what the manager, as he overheard the conversation, was able to repeat verbatim. Okay, this lady don't know me, I don't know her, but she remembered the key details of the conversation that Joe had with those two young ladies when he came into the CVS. But when it came to the act itself, I do believe that Joe Big Tooth acted alone. He wouldn't, and you guys got to think, if he's trying to do this, he's not going to let too many other people know what he's trying to do. Okay, at the moment that he's doing it. All right. He's just not, because it's conniving, is evil, and he knew that. That's why he wouldn't have told. Like, if I'm going to do something criminal, okay, why would I go and tell other people what I'm doing? You know, now I may ask people to, I may go to, if I need a rope for something, I may go to Home Depot to get the rope, but I'm not telling the cashiers at Home Depot, "Oh yeah, I need this rope because I need to tie somebody up and do it." I'm not. So you got to think in the mindset of somebody who knows they're doing something vindictive and evil. All right.
Well, Carlos, for those who might be thinking this now, because I can hear people thinking this. Well, why would he tell the crew that it was twin?
Because I think he figured that something would come out, and if I'm not friends with somebody, it's easy for me to put the blame on somebody I'm not friends with.
But he told the crew that they were still friends and that they talked.
Yeah. So that's why I'm also saying now, I'm not saying that, that
I know. I'm
Julius,
saying these are just questions. So it's just it's so it's a anyway.
yeah, there's a, um, there's a there's a lot, and like somebody said, he said multiple times that he could call CPS if he wanted to, right? Um, and think, okay, let's go back to the audio of the recorded phone call. He also said on the phone call that he would call the housing authority on Rasta Ray. Okay. He didn't say that he needed somebody to help him do that. He didn't say, and I believe that he would talk to his friends and tell them things, right? So just like he, was talking casually about Rasta and said that what he would do to Rasta, I called housing authority on her. You know, he probably told, his friends, because he got the big kid, oh yeah, I called CPS on that motherfucker. I called CPS on him. Yeah. You know, he probably said that. When that's evident based upon what he said about Rasta, but he never once said that, hey, I need your help with doing this to Rasta. So, which lets me know that he's been doing stuff like this and he knows how to do stuff like this. All right. Another implication for himself unknowingly. So, so I don't think that he needed help. You know, I think that because of the situation of me not being in the state, so he can't just go to the state of Alabama. The reason that he needed to go and figure out how to call, do something in another state. I do think that, you know, because even when I got the phone call, they had to get the phone number from somebody. So more than likely, when those young ladies helped him to figure out how to find somebody, he was able to get a phone number and gave that to the people at CPS. But I don't think that he needed help doing it because one, he said that he knew how to do it and he could do it if he wanted to, and he knew people that could do it. He
And
did say
think
that.
about that day before you got the call, Carlos, when he went live. What did he say? The day
That
before
he would be
you
that
got
he was associated with people that does stuff like that. What else
out
did
of
he
the
say?
blue,
Yep, out
just
of the blue. Yep.
just rambling.
Literally the day before the call got made to CPS.
So when CPS got called, and I told Carlos, I said, Joe was just talking about that. And then when we went and looked, it was the day before Carlos received the phone call. And
Yep.
we were like, how crazy is that?
Yep. Yep. Because and I remember the days like he did that live on a Wednesday. The call to CPS was made because and that was remember now on that day, Joe normally does a earlier live. He was live like 4 o'clock that evening. Okay, so he couldn't call CPS that same day because it was already late in the day. So he did it the next day when he knew that they would be open. And also during this time frame, now what's the truth? I don't know. But according to Judy, they weren't friends or speaking at that moment because Joe had did something earlier that pissed her off when it came to one of Judy's children. So they apparently weren't even friends.
Right. So once again, at the end of the day, I believe he acted alone.
That's
I
my
really believe,
consensus, but I don't
yeah.
wanna I'm not Xing anybody out because I wouldn't be surprised.
But I just really think that he did a lot of this stuff alone. Now, could he have asked questions to anybody? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to doing everything, I believe that he was really by himself when all this happened.
Yep, I agree. And those were a lot of Blues Clues, I would say.
Yeah, it was. And we're not gonna hold y'all, but that's why we were telling y'all to put the pieces of the puzzle together, because we're only listening to what people are saying, but you're not really doing any type of critical thinking. So like, okay, none of this is like, even when the crew say, hey, we got receipts, we got this, we got that, and then when things are being brought, are being presented, it's like, okay, that's not really saying anything. And then you got Judy over here saying something, and you're like, well, you really ain't saying nothing. So let me go to the source,
right,
of the one that's actually saying something. And again, I believe there's one person that knows the truth about all of this, because he mentioned that he talks to that person a lot. I believe that person knows exactly what happened. And by that person knowing exactly what happened leads into somebody else knowing exactly what happened.
But then the bigger question is, if that person knows exactly what happened, why are they pretending that they don't?
Right. And listen, y'all don't have to trust her. Y'all, that's what we're saying, is you don't have to trust anybody. You don't.
It ain't. No, keep your own. What we're just saying is keep your eyes and ears open.
Girl, don't come in with
Yeah.
all that,
So y'all won't be surprised, because I won't be surprised.
Yeah, we're not saying you need to trust her. We're not saying any of that. We are sticking to the source. The source is Big Joe. That's the source, because he would not clear any party. He would not clear his friends. He would not clear Judy. So let's go to him. That nigga ain't dumb when it comes to stuff like that. Calling CPS, calling the housing authority is serious. Oh,
that is
the truth.
Woo.
So it's like,
woo,
people could say, because Judy would come and say, well, I don't know what's going on. Do she know what's going on? I don't fucking know. And I'm not trying to figure it out. But at the same time, I'm going to pay attention to the man that sit at that table with those placemats and use them as his support system. And I know he has some friends that cared about him, that he would tell anything to them. So, of course, you my friend, I'm going to believe what you say. I'm believing what you're saying. So, yeah, they did it, because guess what? Not only are you saying this about Judy helped you with this, you are also saying Judy stole from you. You also saying Judy was mad because your career took off and you were bigger than them. You were also, y'all got to think, you also was saying all this shit about Judy to your friends. So guess what the friends gonna think?
Whatever you say about Judy is true.
Yeah. So Judy needs you. I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's all we can do, is leave it at that.
Yeah. Do she know? She probably know. We don't know, y'all. We do not know. We just trying to help put the pieces together and focus on the main person. That's Big Joe.
Well, I'm gonna say this. That's not what she said in her live. She didn't say he's been no good since junior high.
She said middle school.
Yeah. Well, she didn't say he was no good. She said he's been doing the same things. And that could be whatever. I don't know what that meant for her.
And look.
And you also got to remember, Joe spent 20 years
away
from Sylacauga with that other man. Joe came back. So a lot of what I was hearing was, oh, she said she knew Joe in junior high, But then she said she didn't know him and she didn't know him in 2014. Well, she said she wasn't around him in 2014 because he was still in what it was Ohio.
But hold on, Deb. Let's address this. Deborah said Judy said that she be asleep by 8, but we can get on here at 12 and bam, here she come. Does that bother you? And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm really not trying to be funny. But a person that would say, hey, I'm in the bed by 8, and you know they're not 8 because they're not in the bed by 8. They're really scrolling on social media or whatever. And I promise y'all, I am not taken up. But when you think about it, does that bother you by her saying that? Because I could tell Deb, oh, I'm in the bed, girl, I'm in the bed by 9. But I could tell you everything that had happened on social media the next morning.
And I
after
know I
9
just said,
o'clock.
well, I'm about to go lay down and go to bed and go to sleep. And then I'm up. I wake up at 2 a.m. and go
And
right
Deborah
on.
said, I'm just saying, but she said she be sleep. So Deborah, if she's not sleep, how is that such a problem? Yeah, I promise y'all. Don't think I'm sitting up here taking up for her, but it's the things like this that make me think how I don't give a damn if she sleep or not.
I think what she's trying to say though, cousin, is that she's trying to use that as a way to say she
She
lies.
don't know anything,
No,
right?
that she lies and be saying that. But in my mind, I can pick
Okay. Sirius
by
says,
some Joe every day.
okay. Deborah said because she always pops up. Yeah, she
Yeah,
always pops up.
always. But if it's the lying, and that's one of her lies that people are pointing to that says, see, she's a liar. How does that
Well,
compare to
and
the lies Joe say? I just be wanting
also,
to know.
like this person said, if Joe is a liar, which we know he is, why Judy won't clear herself to all the panels she's popping up on. Let me say this, right? We don't know how deep their friendship, familyship, whatever runs, right? Because remember, Judy has also said that they share a nephew together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know why Judy doesn't go hard or won't, like just, we don't know. Okay. Like we don't know with a lot of people, right? We don't know if Judy has ever had to ask a favor of Big Tooth. Okay. And Big Tooth could possibly hold this over Judy's head. We don't know that. We don't know this stuff, but all these kind of things have to be taken into consideration. You have to say, okay, well, if this person is not speaking out, what does the other person know about them that they can hold over their head that could be possibly embarrassing to the other person or what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like all these kind of things have to be considered when we're thinking about this entire equation here.
It's like, what's the motive? There's that. So if somebody is not trying to clear their name or whatever, or they're not putting somebody's, or they're not exposing a person, why not? If they are dragging you.
I got some people that I'm not cool. Well, not too. I got some people that I'm not cool with, but you know, I would never say anything about them because, you know, back in my days, they may have seen me do some things, you know, that you know that could be damning to me,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
Deborah said, so both of them are liars. Who do we believe?
That's the thing. Y'all looking to believe what they're saying out of their mouths. I look to believe what I can validate.
Right.
It ain't what they say out of their mouth, it's what I can validate. And so if if Judy don't want to show evidence or proof or whatever it is to redeem herself, that's on her. Because I can only go by what I can validate. Period.
And it's right there in our faces.
And it's also the way I look at it, right? We all have heard of the saying, a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Okay, and
Carlos Sirius said
I'm
you gonna be
sorry,
19.
Carlos. Serious about Carlos is 19.
About back
Talking
in-
about back in my day.
yeah, well, add 14 years to that.
Oh, that was funny. Huh.
Well, I will be 33 in less than 2 weeks here.
Ooh, you're so
Um,
old.
Oh, and Deb, can I say something right quick before you finish, Carlos? Deb, can you let Inspector know that it's all love? Just it's all love.
Sound like what is that to say?
Yeah, just let him know it's all love because Inspector think that you're not against them at all.
No, no. I'm just against who?
Yeah.
My thing is, Joe is in the middle of causing people to go back and forth and argue, and I don't want that to be the case. I want it to just be like they have their reasons, and people need to look at that too. Like they have been done wrong and been caught up in mess just as much as everybody else.
Yeah.
You
But
got to
Joe
look
is
at
the
everything.
Big
But
Tooth is the issue.
And my thing is, I think they have been lied to.
Yeah. Everybody.
But when you think somebody is your friend, and you believe that they are talking to you and confiding in you and telling you stuff, and it sounds sincere, and then they flip around on you, it could be it's a slap in the face. And then all of this conflict is happening. And then what you know is that I've been dealing with people because of you. People
Yeah.
been disliking us because of you. And you sat on a panel and said you don't have no real friends. And then didn't say nothing for days. Come on
That's a
now.
problem.
That's a problem.
And I do
So
want to
I
say this.
understand why the crew is upset. Because
Right.
I would be. I would be very upset.
And I do want to say this. This is how the lies get started. What people fail to realize is that, and one reason why I don't be so vocal is because I do know a lot. I know a lot. And I did make a promise when information was given to me and they said, well, cousin, you cannot say anything. Don't say nothing about that. And I gave them my word because my word is so important. So it's a lot of stuff that I know that I don't speak about. That's why I always say I don't have a dog in this fight. I just sit back and I just pay attention. But one thing I can do is things that have been said on social media. I can talk about that, right? Can't too much go in on things that happen behind the scene is because when people say, cousin, don't say anything, I take that with me. Unless they go against me. Well, unless they try to go against me and want to be like, she this and that, then I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll unload the clip. But until then, I haven't had any issues with anyone when it comes to things that people have discussed with me. But I'm going to say this, and this may kick me in my butt tomorrow. If it is, whoop the fucking do. I'm going to say this. The person that y'all think was behind the YouTube, helping get the YouTube and stuff together to help strike the pages is not the person that you're thinking. It's somebody within Helmet family that put all this together because Big Joe didn't even know how to do AI, right? He had to have help with AI. So with him having help with AI, he had to go to somebody that actually knew about social media. Now,
Specifically YouTube.
exactly.
And can I just say, Judy isn't even on YouTube.
She's on here, but
I
she's
mean,
not
but
on
not
there.
like that. She doesn't
Yeah,
use it to the degree to where she would probably know a lot about it. Her
right.
her platform is mainly
Facebook.
Facebook.
So being with talking to someone that actually is tech savvy when it comes to social media. Again, Judy knows about Facebook, up and down, left and right, whatever, because that's where their bag come from, right? But even when you get to other stuff, they say they don't know. I don't know if they know or not, but based off their actions, their behavior, they don't know. When it comes to the YouTube, he got the information and learning about the copyright, learning about the notifications when they send you, when your material is used on somebody else's channel. That came from someone else that helped build the pages, not one, but 2 pages that Big Joe has. Build those pages. Told him you have to make sure when you post on this channel, you're going to have to edit it and cut it so it won't get flagged as if you're reusing the same material. So it's a lot more behind it than people see.
Even this person here that says Joel said those be skits him and Judy be doing pretending they mad at each other. Here's the thing, okay?
Women, and that's true. He was taught because they did used to do skits together. And I think
Mhm.
when he made the statement, a skit is not him going live on, that's not a skit. And so I don't understand how people don't understand that when he was getting started, him and Twin did do skits
Well, a
all the
couple of
time.
months ago, Deb, last year,
Yeah.
think about it. Last year, that was a skit. Well, a skit at Family Dollar.
Yes.
So it's like it's out there. Did they have a conversation? Who fucking knows? They probably did. We don't know. Only thing we can tell y'all is what we know based off of social media.
Right.
I do know for a fact when it comes to the YouTube stuff, that is somebody else that set up 2 channels. You got the real Mrs. Nigga and you have Cooking with Mrs. Nigga. You have those 2 pages, and with the other one, it was said you have to learn you gotta edit it out so it won't seem like it's the same material. And that came from the family member, not Judy. And I'm gonna leave that at that. But carry on.
But you also got to remember, right? Every time something happens that is not favorable to Big Tooth, he's going to always say that this was a skit. Okay? There's been a lot of instances where things that we know weren't skits that he have simply put off as being a skit. Okay? Now, I'm not saying this pertains to anything with he and Judy, but this is another clue that you got to pay attention to. Anything that he says, or anything that happens, him and Charles getting into it, they arguing, or he'll come back the next day. Oh, that was a skit, you know. So you just got to listen to everything that is being said all the time, and he leave these clues every step of the way. You just got to pick them up and add them to the puzzle. This is like a puzzle that somebody was drunk and they dropped all the pieces except a couple. Now we just going back, following their tracks, and picking up the pieces to the puzzle and putting the puzzle back together. It's a slow process, But at the end, it's going to paint a very clear picture.
There's something is wrong with this man, and he crazy. So that's it. Something wrong with him. He crazy. He got some issues. He need to go get some help. He need to be in a psych ward. He's in a relationship with the person he was babysitting. And now that person that started talking till they was, 13, 14 years old, started using full sentences then. And, now he thinks he's better than anybody in the world. And he played against people that he so-called his friends. Either party. It's crazy. But it's neither here nor there with me. I'm tired of Silicaga. I don't know what the hell is in that water there.
At the end of the day.
The day got to end.
At the end of the day.
And you know what? And
it'll all come out.
It will.
If you pick a side, you go either be on the right side or the wrong side. If you stay neutral and just watch the festivities, it'll all come out.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people will probably be like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. How many people that y'all know that's been covering that nigga has had a conversation, and Carlos can witness this, with a relative for 3 hours? First cousin. We got a lot of information. A lot of information. And I really haven't just spoken on it because I'm like, the dude crazy. At the end of the day, something wrong with him. So when other content creators or whoever may want to, piggyback off this live,
They can say whatever they want to say.
They can say, you can say whatever you want to say. But if I say something, I can bag it up and I have receipts. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the first cousin motive for speaking to you? To be honest, they like me. They said that they like my personality and
the fun we were having.
The fun we were having when we were laughing and, when we would have the panels and we just joking and stuff. And they were always, when I talk to them 3 times, talk to that person 3 times. And as soon as I say hello, they say, messy cousin. I just love messy cousin. Messy cousin, I just love you. Messy cousin, I ain't fooling with him. He just messy. He's so messy. I ain't talked to him since then. You know what he did, messy cousin? Let me tell you what he did. Yeah. And we would laugh and we would talk. Not only will we discuss that, but we discuss other things that's going on in life. And they would say, now, Miss Cousin, don't you say that. I tell you this, don't you say that. And I said, I won't say nothing. Now, Miss Cousin, if you say this, now you know I be watching you. You say it, I'm gonna be mad at you. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing. And I don't. But he's messy. He is toxic. The things that he want people to believe, like, people run up to him. He's so famous in his town that it's this and that. Bullshit. It's not.
A lot of people have already confirmed and said that, though. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it's just that he lives in a delusion and nobody can get in that delusion because there's no doors. So
right. Miss Cousin, I remember when he first had that purse on. He got out that car. Me and his mama was in that car. He got out that car. He put that purse on his shoulder. His mama looked at me and said, "Can you believe that shit?" Miss Cousin, I ain't say nothing. Like, for real. That's the type of conversation. So we'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta go to sleep. My husband at 8. It's after 12.
Carlos, DJ said he really thought you wanted him.
Oh God. That's crazy. That is crazy. Carlos, that's when you were supposed to fight. You were supposed to catch a flight and go to Night Lane and fight that nigga for him to say that.
Man, I ain't finna get in no cat fight with no goddamn. That nigga bet off. What Charles tell him? Go fight yourself.
Like, seriously. But I hope we were able to bring a lot of things to light for the people that's in the chat. I hope we were able to bring a lot of things to light, because it's not about individual parties.
It's not about choosing sides.
Yeah, it's not about choosing
getting
sides.
to the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all heard Carlos, who it really has to do with. It has to do with someone calling CPS on Lil Prince. Basically, that's how I see it. They wouldn't call a CPS on Carlos because it ultimately affects his son.
Yeah.
And Carlos has worked with them. He's been around them. He has smelled them. And if he says he doesn't believe that anybody helped him, I am more inclined to go that route because he's been around them. He's heard them talk and say things in private to one another, whether it was arguing, laughing, or disagreeing, whatever. He knows how Joe thinks because he spent time with Joe in a car, driving, in the back seat.
For hours.
I think he worked. I gotta say he did this on his own. Now with the CVS stuff again, do I believe that manager will risk her job for a skit? I don't believe it. I just can't see it, especially being in a small town like that where one race outweighs the other race, and it's not too many jobs around there that you can.
And also think about this: why would she be doing a skit with Dime, and the skit was never posted? Every skit that Dime is posting it
Every 2
So
hours.
why would she do a skit with Dime? But
And he
yet,
did this before with Sean Davy Way. So it's not like he can't.
and
He
and then
won't.
why is Joe the one speaking about the skit? Because to
Mm.
him, he want to make it seem as if this is a skit. I'm telling you, how you gonna tell what somebody else skit is? Where's the skit? Why we haven't seen the skit? He posts every other skit. Where the damn skit?
You will have to believe that it was really the manager. It was the manager. The name we got, the name when they said, "Hello, this is such and such," that is the manager.
And if anybody wants to look it up and call, just do that.
Yeah.
It's a simple phone call. Ask to speak to the manager. Ask the question you want to ask. It's a simple phone call.
Yeah. And then why would you want to harass the manager about this? I'm just asking. But when the lady got on the phone, she said, "This is such and such." That is the manager. As of right now, it's on her LinkedIn. That's the manager.
Yeah, I don't. And I here's the question. that puzzled me. Of all the ways to get Carlos information, why go to CVS? So there had to be a conversation with somebody to lead him to CVS.
Mhm.
But
Who?
why? Who?
We don't know.
And who would give him that advice? Go to CVS. Reason? Like it some things that to me sounds like something he thought of himself. Because other people would just say, look it up on your phone. You like some things that easy. You had Carlos' phone number. There's other ways to get Carlos information.
He had the phone number, but he wasn't smart enough to do what he needed to do with the phone
So
number.
he went to CVS.
Because Carlos have picked up medication for him.
But why would somebody else, who else would know that Carlos picked up medication for him? Like, who else knows that but him and Charles? How would that conversation come up with somebody else? You see what I'm saying? It's like, how do you get into that conversation? And they say, well, go to CVS.
And you know what? For the people that have ADHD, let me ask you something. Do you ever have a moment where you be like, oh, damn, an idea come up, but let me go do this right quick? Because Joe have some issues. But a person that suffers from ADHD like myself, I can sit up here and I can be doing something else, and then an idea will pop up in my head, and I'll say, you know what, let me go do this.
Mm-hmm.
Then I act on it.
Mm-hmm. That's why I got so many apps open right now.
I need my medication. But you know what? A person like me, a person like Deb, y'all would come at us so hard when only thing we're trying to make y'all see is the truth behind that nigga. That's it.
I'll say this one thing I've learned when I'm investigating things when I was in HR. We couldn't look at
Thank you, that girl.
anything but what was actually said and done, something we could see or hear for ourselves, not what somebody else said. That is the way you lead up to somebody being terminated or on a action plan or something like that. And there is always going to be hearsay. But when there is a liar, that liar is going to forget what they've lied about, and they will stumble over their words, trip up on their words, and they will always show their hand. And all we're saying is Joe has been showing his hand.
And just like that girl
said,
just said, and Joe is unemployed with nothing else to think about. Guess what? When Snowline got to working around that time,
Mm-hmm.
when CPS was called, Snowline was working. What was Joe doing? Just out doing bullshit. And come back and sit at that table until Snowline came home. He was just running around doing shit. Nigga drove 45 minutes to get a goddamn some fucking restaurant. Drove 45 minutes to get a sandwich.
Yeah, you gotta
so if I'm sitting at home, I don't like being at home, and I'm thinking about shit, and I see my former manager talking about me, and I'm mad because I don't like people to talk about me. I want everybody to love on me. I want everybody to accept me for who I am. You talking about me. Guess what? I'm going to do something to you to make you hurt. So guess what pops up in my head while I'm walking back and forth, telling Lily to shut up, be quiet. I don't have nothing to cook right now because money may be low because this nigga just the slow one with the helmet on with the neck brace just started going back to work. So money could be low around this time. So guess what? I got to shut this other person up. Damn, something goes off in my head. Go to CVS because he picked up medicine for you. And it was in your name, in his name.
Let me say this to Deborah. Deborah, yes, she admitted to sending out fake letters. But
cease and desist.
Yeah, but we're talking about the specifics because there was a time her and Joe were cool. So she has said, yes, I've done that. I did that. They were friends and cool at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So in the same, if they aren't cool at that time, this is a different situation. She get the thing is, did she help Joe call CPS? That has nothing to do with the letter. Nothing. And that's where I get lost with people combining all of the actions of things that happen with this one incident, because none of this would be happening if this one incident wasn't the topic. But right. You can't bring all the other stuff into this one incident.
She did do the cease and desist. She did.
Yeah, so we are not saying she's also innocent. We just think she's the brightest star in the sky. Absolutely not. Her hands are dirty in things that she did when she was with Joe.
She did.
Everybody that has been with Joe at some point in time, their hands are dirty. I believe that. Because that's the way he moves.
Mm-hmm. He had his hands. He used other people and would have them on the front. But right now, I really think that for him to have the crew and to have Judy going back and forth, that was his ammo, to have them so his hands can stay clean. And his hands aren't clean. He's the problem.
My question to you, Deborah, is I want you to answer this question. Twin never worked with Carlos. Twin didn't know Carlos like that. Joe was pitting Twin and Carlos against each other. He was telling Carlos one thing, telling Twin one thing. Carlos has talked about that over and over. You probably wasn't here, didn't hear it. Carlos had the relationship with Joe. Joe had Carlos' number. Carlos had Joe's number. Carlos has told us Joe would call him at random times for stupid stuff. We know this. Carlos has traveled with Joe. Joe has gone to Carlos' family's home. Carlos has been to Joe's trailer. Why would he then ask somebody else to help him find Carlos' information? You the one had access to him. That's the question I need people to answer for me. If I don't know you, I have never been with you and around you, and you're gonna come and ask me help you find information. My first question is, look in your phone. You don't have his phone number. When you was out with him, you went to his family house. Send it to that address. Why would you then ask me to help you find the information that you should have? Because you spent the most time with him. I wouldn't know. I just want that question answered. She asked the girls at CVS if Joe came in there. Yes. She didn't ask them for Carlos' information. Bonita. Oh. I'm just saying, like, it's things that to me, just for me, I ask questions about, like, why would somebody go to that doesn't know Carlos? Why would they come to me asking me for the information? I don't know him. I wasn't around him. Matter of fact, I don't like him because he took away the 20% you was giving me. Why would I want to know his information? I mean, let's just put it out there. She was getting 20% of Joe money. Carlos came and Joe was like, "Ooh, I can have it all to myself." Well, we're gonna kick her to the curb, and we ain't gonna really tell her what's happening. We just gonna get away. Yeah, she had a problem. She was mad. 20% of her income she was getting was gone.
No, he only had Carlos' phone number. When he went into CVS, he told the people, again, think about it. He could be telling the crew one thing, and he can be telling somebody else another thing. So I believe that only one person knows what actually happened. So he went in there and said that he was trying to find his old manager because he had something for him and he was trying to get in contact with him. And the two women, it was two of them that stepped to the side to help him and say, "Hey, you can go here to find his information." Now, I'm going to say this. He did a skit with one of the girls that used to work there, right? Everybody seen the skit. The skit started circulating after we mentioned CVS. So I said to someone, "Do you know how to get in contact with that girl from CVS?" Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Tell it.
So never heard anything else. And that did not come from Judy when I asked him that. So I don't know how hard it is for some people to see that this man is behind all of this. And no
But I think
matter,
this is a good question from Sirius. But what made her go to CVS?
Who, Judy?
we were told about CVS before it was actually they went to CVS. And again, because we're not knocking anybody out the picture. So it's a lot to think about. If she lost that 20, I don't know. It's not hard to see Joe is behind everything.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not hard to see he's behind everything. But every time we are trying to get people to focus on who is really behind the confusion and everything, people are jumping down everybody else's neck.
Yeah, I think the more we try to look at other people, the further we get away from Joe.
Right.
And I'm not saying that
Right.
not to look at other people. I'm just saying that the more we try to be fixated on other people and their involvement, the further away we get from Joe. Because at the end of the day, Joe has supposedly already admitted this. Okay. So remember, oh, Prince just woke up. He's crying. But okay, yeah. But just remember, the crew had already kind of given it up that Joe was the one that called CPS. Don't forget that. There's a video out there where the crew had kind of said this. There's like, well, we said if you did it, you got to own up to it. Okay. And so they had already given that information up. Everything else started falling into place. And then Joe himself even admitted to them that he did it. He wanted to tell that he did it, but then he came back and told them that he wanted them to tell me that he did it. And they just wouldn't do it because it wasn't their place to tell because he was the one who did it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's where it's at. Let's not forget the main person. We'll need a charger, Pumpkin. The main person that is behind this. Despite how you may feel about either party, I think that the focus is on the one who actually did it. And a lot of people say, well, you know, he's not that smart to do this and that. That nigga smart enough to do bullshit like this.
I think that's where, cause we often say he's slow and they dumb and all that, but I'm gonna say it again. People have a issue or they have some kind of disability, a learning disability or something. Doesn't mean that doesn't really associate with their behavior. They still learn. They know the difference between what's right and what's wrong. Joe has learned how to manipulate people. He has learned how to be the victim. He has learned how to never accept accountability and how he can easily change the subject. He has done it over and over. I've watched him do it whenever there's a confrontation. Every time. He with the whole incident of him saying he don't like black women, and if he could be a woman, he would be a white woman. That man denied it and said he didn't do it. And we all heard, well, most of us heard him. It came right out of his mouth. And he still said in our face and said, that's not what he meant.
Okay, Deborah, shout out to the Knicks. Yes.
Oh, they won.
They won. And I want to say this before we go. Let me say this. Damn, I'm getting like my brain just stopping. I know I'm tired.
It's time to
go. But it was something I want to rebuttal on right quick. What was it? Everyone is not catching what y'all throwing. Absolutely. May I go to see? Yes, it wasn't that. It's not hard to see Joe is behind everything, right? There was, I believe others are involved. Yeah. God damn it. Oh shit. When I say I didn't had a complete, like, yeah, it's time for me to go to sleep. But what it was right there. Damn. I want to say this, y'all. Let's not just forget what is being said and what is not being said. I feel that both parties, the crew and Judy, are being put to blame for something. I believe that it wasn't either party that helped him. I'm thinking it was the one that he always talked to.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it just seems like some deep conversations, because he talks so much, some deep conversations that they know the truth about what actually took place. And once again, we have to leave Sillacoochee right there in Sillacoochee, because this is not our problem. It's a problem in that town, in that area. That they have to figure it out. And as long as he's been talked about, he feels relevant.
And let me just say this before I fall off the plane.
Yeah, my plane about to crash because my husband been.
Just because somebody gives you something doesn't mean you have to take action with it. So ultimately, the blame would still lie with the person who made the phone call. I can give you a phone number and tell you to call CPS on somebody. If you do it, at the end of the day, when CPS uh shows the recorded call, it's gonna be your voice and you can scream all day and night that I gave you the phone number. But is that believable when the phone number is accessible? Is it believable? So regardless, to me, it's still is the person who made the phone call because that's the action.
Right.
That's the action.
And
Yes,
that's
the person that gave the information was wrong. Yes, absolutely. But the person, if they would have made the phone call, would have been different. But they gave the information over. It's no different that when everybody found out Joe was going to Steak and Shake for a meet and greet. And people were saying, hey, y'all wrong for calling Steak and Shake. Well, not everybody calls Steak and Shake. But what could Joe do? And for the people who got the number for Steak and Shake and gave it to other people, and people were putting in their comments, all of that. Were they wrong for doing that? Yeah. But who was the most in the wrong? The person or people who actually made the phone call? At the end of the day, I personally don't care who helped them.
you suggested he
It's who
called.
made the phone call.
They said he called. It was
Yeah.
confirmed
It was confirmed.
that he called. It was confirmed that he called. And Carlos have said, and I think a lot of people is missing this too. Carlos have said his only issue, and he will find out everything else after he handled his business. But his issue was who called. And it's been confirmed that Joe, was the one that called. Again, this is Carlos' matter, right? And everybody feels like that he should handle it the way they want him to handle it. We have no control over that. They feel like Carlos should be mad at this party, that party. Again, is how Carlos want to handle it. People want to know, well, cousin, how you feel about this? How you feel about that? And I say, I'm just listening because this is my little brother and how he wants to handle it and the way he wants to move. So the day when he say, sis, let's move this way, I'll move that way. Until then, and I hope y'all catch what I'm saying. Until then, I'm going to sit my ass right here in my seat and I'm just going to be neutral. And y'all know by me being neutral, I didn't got thrown to the wolves. It doesn't matter because I still come out on top because I pay attention to what is being said and what's being done.
And again, cousin, you have information that you haven't spoken on that they don't know because you were told to keep things confidential because some things can't be said right now.
Right. And I'm going to keep my word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like that. I'm not trying to say things about a person. When people talk to me and, and they say, cousin, don't say anything, I'm not going to say anything. That's my integrity. That's me as a person. And then even the other night when we was talking to, Judy was in the comments saying what she was saying, and she was like, hey, y'all want me to tell Big Tooth business? We said, no. Only thing we saying is clear your name. clear your character. That's it. You don't have to come on here and tell his business for what?
Yeah, because it ain't about telling it. This is
Yeah,
not.
it's not about
business.
telling a person business. I will not come on social media and tell anybody business that I have a personal relationship with. And even if I know of you, I'm still not going to tell your business. That's your fucking business. I don't care. I am not that. I only talk about what is going on these damn apps. And when it affects one of my friends, one of my nieces or nephews, what I do, I will work behind the scene. And if I can't resolve it, then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit down and cross my legs and read me a book. And when y'all done, let me know. Period. But if I see if there's a way that I can bring things to light and to help people move on from situations, that's what I do. And then if you hate me for that, or if you don't like me because of that, and you don't want to support me because of that, that's fine. I'm not tripping. That's just me. And Deb told me this today. She said, you've been the same person. She said, the only difference is that your voice changed. That's it.
That is it. That's it.
Let's see. The main thing is people be trying to protect y'all because we care, and it seems y'all got close to a lion that let you in her den. That means you no good. We don't really want y'all to get burned. And again,
Okay.
I have said this. I'm not asleep. I am not in a den. I'm the fucking lion. Let me say, we are Leos.
Just because you conversate and you're cordial doesn't mean anything. Sometimes you got to be that way to get the information.
I love y'all too. Kim.
To get the information you need, you got to let people talk. Give them a space to talk.
I love y'all too, but I want y'all to trust me. And I've always said this. Y'all, I'm not dumb. I'm not vulnerable. I'm not gullible. I'm not to the point where I just befriend people or whatever because I may feel like I need a friend. I'm not. I just stay in a neutral place. I stay in a neutral place. But one thing about it, and two things for sure. If I don't cross you, don't cross me. Because if you cross me, when I unload the clip, it is what it is. And I can stand on everything that I do. But I am not that type of person because I love people. I love people. And I just sit back and I listen and I'm like, and one thing, and I don't know if people think they're going to catch me talking about a person. No. If you call me or if you text me and you say something about this, I'm going to be like, oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's crazy. That's who I am. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, yeah. No. As a person, as a genuine person. Because I see what goes on in friendships, in relationships, in families, and also been a part of that. That's why I just be in a neutral spot. Thank you, Kim. But I'm not dumb, y'all. I'm not gullible. I'm not.
It's like this. When people saw Cousin going on the crew panel, people were feeling some kind of way. When people saw Cousin on Hillary panel, people felt some kind of way. When people saw cousin talking, letting twin come on her panel, people felt some kind of way. But if people are comfortable talking with you, you will get information from them because they will talk.
And then it's not about just getting information.
Well, I'm just saying that no, it's not, but it's like you allow people to talk and everybody can listen. And sometimes there's a panel where people are speaking their truth.
And it's respectful.
Yes.
It's respectful.
Not
It's a
hooping and
safe.
hollering and
Yeah,
screaming
it's
and
a safe.
yelling.
It's a safe place. And also, I'm respectful to other people. So you treat people how you want to be treated. And once you treat them how you want to be treated, you get the same. When it comes to the crew, no issue. And I think I told Hottie them the other, like 2 weeks ago. I was like, Hottie, I had my voice changed because, bitch, y'all were doxing people. I didn't know if y'all was going to dox me or not. And we laughed about it. And we kept going. Nothing against them. When Miss Hillary, we had a conversation when her mind felt that she didn't protect them on my panel. And it's like, okay, I went on Hillary panel. One thing a person is not going to do is play on my character and who I am. And as many cousins know, this is what you get. I'm a people's person. I love my people. I love my cousins. And I'm not going to bring bullshit and drama because that is not me. That's what it is. You can love me or you can hate me. And if you hate me, that's fine. Go jump off.
Stop. It's time to land the plane.
Up in the land of plane.
Time to land the plane.
You don't make me, you don't break me. But if you have a problem with me, that's your problem. You got to figure it out. You got to live with that. I don't have to because I go to sleep comfortably every night, rubbing my feet up under my husband, snoring in his ear.
And that girl made a perfectly great statement. You noticed it because it's what happens. Before cousin will let somebody come on a panel, she has conversations with them. She talks to them. She sets the stage. We're not gonna be over here on the panel to do this. We're not gonna come for you. We're not here. This is not drama. We're not here to create arguments and fights. That's been laid out. Now,
when it comes to Judy,
I will say, when
and then,
Judy
let's
first
say
came
this.
on the panel, I did let loose.
You did. But at the same time, when it comes to Judy, who actually knows her for people to have that opinion, right? And it's not taken up for her. It's just in general, just like with the crew, who actually knows them. The crew is some sweet ladies. Once you get to know them, Nita is there with them every day, and Nita caught hell. Nita, when I say they threw Nita in the damn fireplace, and Nita was the double agent, Nita was like Nita caught hell because she was open to go over there and had conversations with people and enjoyed the conversations. I didn't have a problem. And a lot of people was like, well, what the cousin's gonna say? What the fuck you want me to say? Excuse my language, but what I'm supposed to say? No, I don't operate like that. And I don't want my cousins, the people that are in our community, to feel like you have to operate like that.
Deborah.
But, it's just, Doc, stop. But Doc would tell you, Nay would tell you. Nay gets on when I say Nay be going the fuck off on me.
Yes, she do.
Nay goes off on me because she says, your heart is too good. And I just have a big heart, y'all. I really do. And I just love people. and you tell me a crazy story, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm missing. Know that. Deb, guess who just text me this? Don't say nothing, because if you say something, they're gonna know it came from me. Don't
Right.
say. It's all love over here. It's all love. That's it. It's all love, and I love y'all, and I thank y'all for all the support, and even with me doing these skits and stuff. I appreciate it because I'm trying to bring the Missy cousin into a character. And I made one about the crazy cat lady. Listen, cat lady, don't go off on me tomorrow. It's just for entertainment purposes only. Okay? I can't fight you, and I'm not going to argue with you, Miss Cat Lady. It's just a skit.
It's just a skit.
That's it.
Gosh.
That's it. It's just a skit. Please don't go on a rant for 16 hours or whatever. It's just a skit. You know, you did your big one. You went off. You told that girl. You did that. So don't go off on me. I just be making skits. But yeah, we about to go to bed because it's 1:00.
It's 1:00.
We'll
Yes,
see y'all. I don't know. When will we be back? I don't know, Deb. I gotta watch Baddies tomorrow.
No, you don't.
We'll see how tomorrow plays out, because I know some people gonna go through this live and they're gonna be trying to dissect what we saying.
They gonna be trying to say we was dogging this group or dogging that group. That's
No,
what they always
and
do.
no, we weren't.
But that's what they do.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna try to create a beef or something, and you know what?
It's
don't have
not a
time for
beef,
that.
and we're not taking a side. We just telling y'all to look at that big ass nigga that's sitting at that damn table.
Right.
But
Cousin talk.
Because at the end of the day,
yeah, that's it.
Might hide.
We love everybody.
Pull up on the
Good night, cousins. Good night, Deb. I'll talk to you.
Good night.
For the minutes. Loud, loud, make a point, then spin it. One clip, whole lap, talking in a minute. Face beat, edges laid, still chilling. Real life, real talk, real feelings. Messy cousin, say it with your chest. Turn the drama into jokes, yeah, we call that blessed. If you press play once, you ain't getting rest. Cause the cousins in the comments do the rest. They go crazy. Messy cousin, we don't judge, we confess. Turn a heartbreak story to a group text. If you want the truth, gotta take it how it's dressed. Cousins in the comments do the rest. Big fan. She like, nah, friend, let's be for real. Whole chest screaming, that's exactly how I feel. Like side eye sharp, but the heart still soft. Pray before we drag, then we log back on. 1 minute we kick it, next minute we heal. 1 minute it's petty, next minute it's real. Screenshot ready, receipts on deck. If kept in the story, they gon' get checked. Messy cousin, say it with your chest. Turn the drama into jokes, yeah, we call that bless. If you press play once, you ain't getting rest. Cause the cousins in the comments do the rest. They go crazy. Messy cousin, we don't judge, we confess. Turn a heartbreak story to a group text. If you want the truth, gotta take it how it's dressed. Cousins in the comments do the rest. Yeah. Tag your cousin, tag your sis. Tag that one friend living for the clips. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll learn. Once you in this chat, ain't no return. Messy cousin, say it with your chest. Turn the drama into jokes, yeah, we call it bless. If you press play once, you ain't getting rest. Cause the cousins in the comments do the rest. They go wild. Messy cousin, we don't judge, we confess. Turn a heartbreak story to a group text. If you want the truth, gotta take it how it's dressed. Cousins in the comments do the rest. Cousin, 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 cousin.